next session on operations research. In this session, we will discuss about the types of mathematical models in operations research. In operations research, mathematical models are essential tools for analyzing complex decision-making problems and optimizing processes. Here are some types of mathematical models used in OR. The first is linear programming (LP). Involves optimizing a linear objective function subject to linear equality and inequality constraints. Applications are resource allocation, production planning, transportation. So we will be discussing this in detail, where we will talk about an objective function that is to maximize or minimize a certain quantity. We generally maximize the profit and minimize the loss of the company. We will have certain equality or inequality constraints, and then we are going to solve the numerical for various types of problems, the ones which are mentioned over here in applications. The next is integer programming (IP), similar to linear programming but requires some or all decision variables to be integers. So this is important, where the value of the variables or the decision making variables like x1, x2, they need to be integers. Applications, scheduling, facility location, supply chain design. Next is mixed integer programming (MIP), combines linear programming with integer programming, allowing for both continuous and integer variables. So here you can have the value of decision variables as integers or continuous values. Applications are complex scheduling, network design, strategic planning. Next, we'll talk about the nonlinear programming (NLP). It deals with optimizing a nonlinear objective function subject to nonlinear constraints. This is important, that the objective function is nonlinear and so are the constraints. Applications are portfolio optimization, energy systems, engineering design. Next, dynamic programming (DP) breaks down problems into simpler subproblems and solves them recursively. Applications are inventory management, equipment replacement, shortest path problems. So suppose if you want to send a person who has to distribute certain things from city A to city B, how do you send that person such that he is taking the shortest route, such that we are able to minimize the cost involved in transportation? Or in inventory management, where we are trying to store the materials, the extra ones that we have made or the extra raw materials that will be used in future. It could be finished goods as well, which are made and we need to store them before they are getting into the market. So all these things, when you store them and when you analyze for what time you are going to keep them and what will be the cost involved, so that is all involved in dynamic programming. Stochastic programming incorporates uncertainty by modeling some parameters as random variables. Applications are financial planning, supply chain management, capacity planning. So in all these cases, we make use of stochastic programming, where we talk about random variables because many of the factors are such that they depend on the current scenario. So as the scenario changes, the variables will have different values. So accordingly, we decide on them. Next is the queuing theory. It studies the behavior of queues to optimize service efficiency and wait times. Applications are telecommunications, customer service, traffic flow management. So you need to manage the customer that comes for any business, and we need to manage them such that their in time and their out time is measured and it is pre-told. Otherwise, what happens is, if a person has a long waiting time, then he may find some other service appealing and they may just move on from your services. So you need to always plan the queues and the waiting time. It could be simple Applications like people visiting a dentist for getting their some dental work done. So for that you need to tell them a particular time at which they have to arrive and the time approximately required for whatever job they want to get done, and accordingly they can leave such that they can plan their schedule. Similarly, you can have an example of people standing in queues for booking tickets. There also you need to have a particular time in which you are going to provide the tickets, or else if the queue is too long and if it takes a lot of time, the people would get frustrated and that would not be a good impression on them. So these are just two examples. Every service that you provide would have customers and so will have customer service. Next is simulation. Uses computer-based models to simulate the operation of systems to evaluate performance under different scenarios. Applications, manufacturing systems, healthcare operations, logistics. So if you have any type of operation to be performed, you can have the use of simulation. We will be studying this topic and we will use the Monte Carlo method of simulation for simulating, say, what could be the number of breads that are to be made by a bakery for the next 10 days. Considering some amount of breads are not sold per day, or there are days when the bakery makes extra cakes and is not getting sold. You can also consider an example of mopeds being made in a factory and sent for sale in the market. So it will also have a logistic part where the truck is carrying the moped from one end to the other, say from the inventory to the showrooms. So in that case, if per day, say you are sending 3 shifts of 200 mopeds each, so you will have to see to it that the manufacturing is such that the truck which is carrying the moped is not going empty or it is not overfilled. So accordingly you can make your decisions. So those are the problems of simulation. Next we'll talk about network problems. Focuses on optimizing flow through networks such as transportation or communication systems. Applications are shortest path problems, maximum flow problems, transportation and logistics. So shortest path problem includes the CPM and PERT. Those are the problems which you can solve and figure out what is the shortest path for reaching from one place to the other or getting the work done. So all those are involved in network models. Game theory analyzes competitive situations where the outcome depends on the actions of multiple agents. Applications, economics, military strategy, auction design. Game theory is where, say, two people are playing a game, there are two players, they will have different strategies. You will have to decide that based on the moves made by the two players, who would win the game or who would win the competition. So that's how you analyze the competitive games, and we will discuss about this in detail. Markov decision process, MDPs, models decision making where outcomes are partly random and partly under the control of a decision maker. Applications, robotics, finance, inventory management. Heuristic and meta-heuristics uses rule of thumb strategies to find good enough solutions for complex problems where exact methods are impractical. Applications, vehicle routing, scheduling, combinatorial optimization. So we will discuss about heuristics and meta-heuristics where we go for scheduling and vehicle routing problems. Each type of model has its strengths and is suited to specific types of problems. The choice of model depends on the nature of the problem, the level of precision required, and the computational resources available. So accordingly, you should choose the model that you need and then use it for your application and get better results. With this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the types of mathematical models in OR. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.